Hi everybody, this is Solomon, the Arkansas Diamond Miner. Back at the Diamond Mine again today, and I thought I'd shoot a quick video for you about custom equipment. Been kind of promising through several of my videos that I would finally get one out for some custom equipment, so I'm going to kind of do a series, and I'm going to start with probably the most, I would say the most sought after custom equipment would be screens. And screens aren't necessarily custom equipment. You can buy screens here in town or you can make your own. There's some places online you can buy them. So I'm going to jump right into it here. This isn't necessarily a screen, this is actually a Saruca. It is a screen, but it's not necessarily for washing the gravel or cleaning it or anything. It's for concentrating it into a center. You can use standard screens. You know, a lot of times, most of my videos I've made up to this point, I've used a smaller screen set similar to those that they rent here. Right now they're not renting any equipment out, but you can still buy screens from a couple places in town. But you can use that bottom screen, it's usually a 16 or a 20 mesh, to actually take your washed gravel and concentrate and make your center. And if you don't know what making a center is or how to use one of those screens, I'll put a link across the screen somewhere. I think it'll be on this side, or yeah, one side or the other. You'll have a link up here, a card you can click on and go look at it. But this is a Saruca, and it does basically the same thing, and it's also in that same video. If you don't know what these are made of, you can probably see this is actually a 20-inch bicycle rim, and this is a piece of pipe along the inside that's just been cut about an inch of it, and it's been laid inside there. It's got stainless steel mesh that looks like about a 16 mesh, and yeah, so that screen is sandwiched inside there. You can make your own. This is actually real good quality. There's a place online, I'll try and find a link and get for you in the description below. They sell these, and they're really good quality. Now, there's a place here in town you can buy them. I think over at the Miners Camp they have an office where they sell some of these, and I think that same supplier is actually who they get them from. So if you want to just stop in and get one when you're here, that's real easy. I think they occasionally have some other stuff for sale over there. I'm not sure, I'll have to check on that. But so yeah, this is a Saruca. It's basically for concentrating your gravel and making centers, so you can just harvest your heavies out of it and not have to carry all of that gravel home that's useless. So, Saruca. Now, this is a screen set that I bought recently. When the mine reopened after the quarantine, I decided that I was going to start using higher volume screen sets because I wanted to get through a lot more material. So, when they first opened up, I came down here with about 120 buckets, and I've got a video I'll show you where I did gravel farming. I'll have a little link up here at the top somewhere where you can go and watch that video. But so this was originally a two-piece screen set. So I bought these two when I came down, and I've got a little bit of contact information that I'll put here. And they supplied me with these. I'm not sure if they made them or if they bought them from somebody else that makes them. Either way, real good people. They can sell you screen sets, and they can make custom screen sets. And I think some of the other people that sell screen sets here in town will make custom sizes for you. There's a couple of things you kind of want to look for when you're buying these. Kind of make sure that they're put together well and that they will fit in the equipment you plan to use. So one of the other custom equipment videos that I'm going to make pretty soon is going to be for a barrel and stand set where you can set up your own wash station. If you don't have that, then using these custom screens will limit you basically to the wash stations, because it's going to be hard to set up and wash with big screen sets in a stream or with the mineral totes like I had been using. So when I bought these, and these ran about 60 bucks, and they've got the same screen sizing. That's 1/4 inch for your top screen, and this is 16 mesh. That's going to be my bottom screen. I did brace up the corners a little bit because I'm putting a lot more weight than probably most people would. I can usually handle just a little bit more gravel at a time, having to lift it and stuff. So I braced it up a little bit before I started using them. Anyhow, so having a barrel set is one of the things. If you're going to use these, you need something that'll handle a little bit more volume, size-wise too. So it's either a barrel set or washing in a wash pavilion. So yeah, these I think I paid 60 bucks for them. I actually bought 2 sets. One set was a little bit smaller because I wasn't sure which barrel they were going to fit in. And then I made a middle size because I wanted to be able to separate 1/8 inch gravel out. So anything between 1/4 and 1/8 will stay in this. Anything below 1/8 will go into the bottom screen. So, and this wasn't real hard to make. Just took some measurements off the screens I already had. They didn't fit together perfectly, but I really, wasn't that big a deal. I can make it work, but that'll sit on top of that 16 mesh, and then my 1/4 goes on top of it. And I may actually change this 1/4 inch out. I think I've got somebody that's going to hook me up with 5/16, which is just a little bit bigger than 1/4. So kind of see how that works out. Try some screens with it. If I don't like it, I can always change back to the 1/4 inch. But you want to use, if you build your own custom equipment and you build your own screen sets, you're going to want to use stainless if you plan on using it much at all. Galvanized will work for a little while, but with that much use, you're actually going to take that galvanized coating off by running all that gravel through there. So use stainless steel. And by separating, by using that 1/8 inch to separate that out, when you go and use a Saruca, you want a Saruca like size gravel as much as you can. You don't want 1/2 inch size gravel all the way down to 20 mesh and up, because it's not going to make you the right kind of center for the size of stones you have and their weight. So basically you're not going to get everything to that center because of the different size stones. So I'm going to start separating it out here before I ever throw a Saruca with it, just to, that's why I built this middle section, because there's a possibility I could have been losing diamonds. It's one of the things I picked up from one of the veteran miners that I spent some time with, and I'd heard it before, hadn't really worried too much about it because I thought my centers looked pretty good, but he said no, he said you still need to do it. He said get them things separated out by size. So somebody like that speaks, I listen. So thank you, Marshall, for that one. But anyhow, so that's my custom screen set. I've actually got another one that's a little bit smaller, but it's actually, it's the same kind of screens, they're just a little bit smaller, so I'm not going to worry about showing you that one right now. But there they are. If you're interested in spending a little bit more time down here, if you're coming down here for a week and you want to really burn through some gravel, you really need to get bigger screen sets instead of renting the smaller sets or buying the smaller sets, or you can make your own. I think at some point I may have a link to building a screen set. I'm thinking about making some a little bit different from these, but we'll take a look at it. And anyhow, so that's my video for now. The next video will probably be a barrel and stand set once I get this all ready. So if you like what you see, I hope you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.